What is AR, or we can say augmented reality? Let's talk about this. So, hi everyone. Welcome back. Nowadays we often hear the word AR, right? iPad Pro was released with a Lidar sensor which was for the actions of AR. We can see many AR games and apps also. So, what is this AR? According to Wikipedia, augmented reality, AR, is an interactive experience of a real-world environment where the objects that reside in the real world are enhanced by computer-generated perceptual information, sometimes across multiple sensory modalities, including visual, auditory, haptic, somatosensory and olfactory. AR can be defined as a system that fulfills three basic features: a combination of real and virtual worlds, real-time interaction, and accurate 3D registration of virtual and real objects. The overlaid sensory information can be constructive, additive to the natural environment, or destructive, masking of the natural environment. So, the basic point is AR connects the virtual and real world together along with our sensations and experience. Many of us mix up AR with VR. VR creates another virtual world with immersive orientations and many other things. But AR connects, or simply we can say, visualizes some small to massive factors upon the real world. For example, you want to measure your table's length. You open your camera and point it towards your table, and on your screen you can see the measurement of your table. It's the most simple example of AR. There are many games that support AR. Like Pokemon Go. You can get an actual immersive experience of the game through AR. Objects become more lively and more accurate. But that's also some simple example. The future of AR is far more interesting and astonishing. In 5 or 10 years, AR will be the new way of communication. Technology was always about making communication easier and more realistic. First was radio, then telephone, then smartphones came. Now video chat is also a normal fact, but the future is AR. Think about this. You're sitting in your house boring and alone. Your friends live far from each other. Then you connect with your friends through AR technology, and now you're able to interact with your friends like real. You can talk with them, you can see them in real shape, and even you can feel them touching. That's cool, isn't it? It seems like those sci-fi movies and games. But it's happening. It can be done with some hologram and AR setups. Maybe after 5 or 10 years, it will be very easy to use. After that you might also don't need those setups anymore. We have been saying that the internet reduced the distance between people, but the truth is AR will actually reduce the distance. The very first step towards AR was the Google Glasses. Probably everyone has heard about Google Glass. It was so ahead of its time that it felt like this is the future. Well, it was, but not a strong one. The main weakness of Google Glass was its design and very narrow surface. I mean, it was just like a smartwatch. On the corners of your eyesight, things like notifications and others don't fit nicely. Besides, the size was so tiny that anything that you wanted to look at looked tiny. That was the problem. But it was for sure the start of consumer-level AR technology. You have probably seen the Star Wars and those kind of science fiction movies where people get virtually anywhere and can do anything. That's what AR will look like. Doctors can perform a surgery from distance through robots. But with AR, there will be no need for those machine arms. Doctors will be able to perform more realistically because they will be able to sense things visually, sensually, and also hear everything. It will be amazing and very useful for everyone for sure. But the fact about consuming those machines will be difficult. These kinds of AR will need very powerful and expensive mechanical parts, and the whole setup will be so expensive that only a very few people will be able to afford it. But later these will be cheap as usual and affordable. It will take time obviously. But we can imagine how immersive the experience will be. That is for today. Hope you guys understand and enjoyed the video. In the next video, I will talk about the difference between AR and VR. Press the thumbs up logo to like the video and smash the red subscribe button for regular tech videos like these. Thank you for watching. I will catch you soon.